Hello and welcome back to Hiveswap Friendsim. On this episode, we will be playing with the Lynera Scalby.
Last episode we did Malik, so if you haven't seen that one yet, go watch it before this one, just in case I reference that one in this one. And I also skipped the little intro thingy at the beginning, so I don't explain anything. Because that's just how I roll. Okay, so we're gonna do little Five Knives lady. Her whole shtick is supposed to be like crazy Taylor Swift woman. So what does Taylor Swift sound like when she talks? It's kind of like a typical girl or something. I don't know. I'll make her sound something like that. But we haven't had a Jade since Branya, I believe. So let's jump right into this, and we're gonna meet another woman. You've had such good luck making friends lately that you feel almost popular. But at the same time, you feel a strange sense of loneliness that new friendship doesn't seem to penetrate. Maybe being the only one of your species light years away from home is starting to catch up with you. Or maybe you're starting to understand why popular kids in movies sometimes seem so sad. A number of trolls like you now, but do any of them truly know you? What you wouldn't give to hang out with someone you have real history with. Someone with whomst you don't have to do the introductory dance of, yes, I'm clearly an alien. No, I don't know what's going on. Someone with whomst you could reminisce about old times. Someone you hung out with more than once. Right now, you're on the outskirts of town, and the rocky outcrops surrounding you are familiar. You're pretty sure that the entrance to the brooding caverns is around here somewhere. Your heart beats a little faster. Branya lives close to here, and talk about history. You two know each other deeply from hanging out once and then seeing her again in her ex-Matesprit's hive. But you have a phone now. You have the power to text first. You get out the phone Connell gave you. Look at you go, reading an alien language and operating alien technology just fine. Does it make sense that you've learned how to read a new alphabet in weeks without anyone teaching you? Not really, but maybe your struggles with Spanish class in high school were just a fluke and you've been a secret linguistic genius this whole time. Screw you! I've never had a struggle with Spanish class. I'm bilingual! Branya texts you back immediately, giving you directions for how to meet her in the caves. You head down, but before the Jade Blood Hive is in sight, a troll emerges from the shadows. At first you think it's Branya, but you freeze mid-wave when this new troll steps into the light. Branya doesn't wear glasses, and she has never glared at you like that. It's you! I remember you! You were down here a few weeks ago, bothering Branya and distracting her when we almost had a Lucis stampede. Ouch. Is that really how Branya has described your adventures together? Maybe it's silly for something that small to hurt your feelings when another recent friend nearly got you killed in Clown Church. What is... So, apparently she has a little meter up here, so when she gets 5 knives, I guess I die. Oh, her eyes are slits. Maybe it's silly for something that small to hurt your feelings when another recent friend nearly got you killed in Clown Church, but you like to think you and Branya formed a real connection. She never made you feel like you were bothering her. A real connection? Is that why you think you can just come down here and text her? Holy shit. Is Lynera reading Branya's messages? Does Branya know she's been doing this? That's none of your business! Branya and I are best friends. I'm just looking out for her. She has a lot of Jade Blood responsibilities. And she doesn't need someone shifty coming in to disrupt her. You have to wonder if Branya would agree with the statement made on her behalf, and you sure would like to see her in person and confirm for yourself. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Why don't you tell me? What is the nature of your relationship? Why should I allow you to just hang out with her? As your text message so boldly suggested. Bluffing has saved your ass in some bleak situations before, but you could also go on the offensive here. You're concerned about Branya's privacy now, and as her friend, maybe you shouldn't just look the other way. I feel like if I tell her to creep, she's going to be like... You puff up with all the self-righteousness you can muster, with the nature of your relationship with Bronya is between you and Bronya, and you're not doing anything suspicious by wanting to see your friend. In fact, it seems a lot more suspicious that Lynera is trying to intercept anyone who messages Bronya. What possible reason could she have to justify that? Well, I never! As I said before, I am Bronya's best friend. I take our relationship, my responsibilities as a friend, very seriously. You press the issue, narrowing your eyes and crossing your arms over your chest. Her responsibilities as a friend, huh? Sounds kind of fishy. Fishy? Are you serious right now? You're really coming down here making fish puns, like some kind of a sea dweller. That is so suspicious. Who knows what Bronya decided to show you when you tricked her into trusting you? Not that we have anything to hide, but who knows? If you're at all associated with sea dwellers, then we have a big problem on our hands, don't we? You've heard of sea dwellers by now, but none of your friends have talked about them much. Mostly, you've gathered that they dwell in the sea. You don't know why it would be extra bad for you to be one of them, but it's clear you need to backpedal. Which is kind of confusing me, because based on the violetness of her glasses, I was thinking that maybe she had a sea dweller in a quadrant. So maybe she's just getting defensive about that, or maybe she's just breaking the rules and wearing the color purple. Because I'm pretty sure the whole thing is that you're not allowed to wear any color higher than your own caste unless it's off spectrum. Before you can try to disown your choice of fish-related phrasing, Lynera advances on you. Obviously, I can't let you talk to Bronya now. You are way too suspicious. I think you and I should have a private conversation instead. At least her life is uneventful when you're unconscious. Oh, I'm in her room now. When you come to, you're sitting on a chair with your wrists tied. As your eyes adjust to darkness, you realize that you're in a smaller cave than the big open caverns that led to the Jadeblood Hive. As the light switches on, and you can see that the cave walls are lined with bookshelves, and there's a distant corner. There are books and notebooks and bulletin boards with what looks like outlines and study guides pinned to them. And in front of you is Lynera, holding a knife. Oh my god, she's got drawings of Bronya everywhere. Yandere-chan, no! Oh good, you're awake. This is my study cave. In the Jadeblood Hive, it's harder to concentrate because people break the rules and I get irritated. So I come here to do homework. That's all. Just homework. When you take a second look at the bulletin boards, you see that a lot of what Lynera has pinned up are pictures of Bronya. There are few pictures of Lynera and Bronya together, but it's mostly just Bronya by herself, and even a couple blurry photos of Bronya and Albert. What are you looking at? There's nothing to see here. She brandishes the knife in your face and... Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Now she and her gigantic knife have your full attention and you are not looking at her creepy Bronya shrine anymore. I brought you here because your messages to Bronya were highly suspicious. I don't know you, and I don't trust you. You could be trying to see Bronya for nefarious purposes. So I brought you here to vet you. Now, we can talk about what your real intentions are. So you're definitely going to die in this cave, held captive by an unhinged Jadeblood who was convinced of your guilt from the moment you dared to text her best friend. That kind of sucks. You tried so hard, and you got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Oh, come on! Stop playing victim! If anyone is the victim here, it's me! I try so hard to be there for Bronya as her best friend, but she doesn't even... Lynera stops abruptly. You see her lower lip start to tremble before she turns her face away from you. The sharp tip of the knife pointed at your throat shoots its dejected swing takes it dangerously close to your navel, and you try to suddenly lean backwards in your chair. Lynera interprets the noise of distress that escapes your mouth as noise in your face. It's fine, though. Really, it's fine! Our friendship is great! I wouldn't change anything about it! It's fine as long as she doesn't have any other friends. Because I'm her best friend. I should be the only one she needs. Lynera's knife is now completely lowered, pointing at the floor. That gives you some hope. she seems to have forgotten about her sea dweller suspicions. Maybe if you can keep her talking about Bronya, the whole stabbing notion can be taken off the table, and she might even let you go. You rack your brain for all knowledge of alternating relationship dynamics that you've managed to compile during your time on this planet. Best friends, they have a special word for that, right? You tell Lynera that you're sure Bronya doesn't need anyone else. If she and Bronya are Moirels, then Lynera must be very special to her. What? I never said we were Moirels. That's not even the quadrant I want her in. I mean, never mind that. How dare you make assumptions? Hello, Night Point again. Oh, shit. All you meant to say was that you thought her relationship with Bronya was probably fine. You figured that they must be in a quadrant together because you're a clueless alien. You're bad. I get why you think that. It's probably so obvious that my feelings for her are very red. Lynera hangs her head and her shoulders shake. Tears roll down her cheeks, dripping onto her crisp shirt collar and the knot of her jade green tie. I know I don't have a chance. She doesn't think of me that way. I'm her loyal friend and second in command. That's all I will ever be to her, no matter what. And I try to do a really good job at being her best friend. Because what else can I do? If I'm her best friend, then at least I'm still in her life. At least I'm meaning something to her. Maybe the fact that Lynera's knife hasn't come close to you, or any of your major arteries for a hot minute, or maybe it's the tears. Either way, you feel a sympathy encroaching on the monopoly that abject terror had previously maintained in your brain's economy. You've acted as a verbal sounding board or a sympathetic ear for some of your other troll friends while they dealt with crises of various kinds. Slipping into the role of therapist for someone who's holding you hostage in Night Point is a new one for you, but unfortunately, it's not that much of a stretch. It seems like young trolls on Alternia have to deal with these heavy life issues by themselves, feeling so alone that they're willing to turn to an alien stranger to help them work things out. And again, maybe life is that grim and isolating for human teenagers too. You just never noticed before. Maybe everyone's too mired in their own shit to look up and realize that the movie's fecal matter is waist high for everyone around them too. You clear your throat and speak with as much consoling gentleness as you can muster while your head still throbs from where Lynera knocked you out. It seems like trying to be Bronya's best friend isn't making Lynera very happy. Of course it isn't making me happy! I can't keep her from having other friends no matter how hard I try. And she's amazing! So of course everyone wants to be her friend. Including you, apparently! You barely even had a chance to miss that knife before it's waving around again. Yikes, your friendship with Bronya is nothing like a relationship with Lynera. You don't count as any kind of competition. Bronya is one of many friends to you, and while you cherish her and support her endeavors, you appreciate the joy and fulfillment that can come from having many different friends instead of depending on a single person to meet all of your emotional needs. Sounds fake! Why would I ever want any friends besides Bronya? She's my whole world! Okay, but it seems like it's painful for Lynera to be relying on Bronya to be her whole world when Bronya isn't doing the same in return. Has Lynera ever talked to Bronya about any of this? No, never. I'm terrified to tell her how I feel. Being her best friend feels awful, but losing her would be so much worse. I can't take that risk. But if Lynera never talks to Bronya about her feelings, she'll always be unhappy because she wants more. Even if she thinks that it's unlikely that Bronya feels the same way, maybe open communication with her friends could help Lynera process her feelings and move on. You know that Lynera has a big heart, blood pusher, and many fine qualities, and she doesn't deserve to be stuck in this unhappy, unrequited relationship purgatory forever. Wow. You really think I have fine qualities? Try very hard not to think about the glint of that knife. Sure, Lynera has positive qualities. She seems loyal and well-organized and studious and caring. Some troll out there is going to want the same kind of closeness from her that Lynera is looking for, and she owes it to herself to take actions that could lead to happiness instead of being stuck in a sad situation forever. I don't know. Maybe you're right, or maybe you're wrong. But I don't want to move on. Even if I know I should. I just want to be with Bronya forever. Lynera crumples to the ground, dropping the knife and sobbing into her hands. It's hard to watch someone in this much distress and not want to help them, but on the other hand, her misery has distracted her, and this might be your only chance to try and escape!
Hey, what's up, lads? I just came back from watching the Adventure Time finale, so I'm a little shaken. But let's, yeah, I paused this for like an hour to go watch it.
Let's attempt escape. You look around to see if there's anything within reach that you can use to free your bound hands. On the desk a few feet away, you spot a spiral-bound notebook with a nasty-looking edge on its binding. You scoot your chair over, doing your best not to make any noise, but Lynera is too busy wailing to notice regardless. You get hold of the notebook and saw through the rope on your wrist. It was so hard to watch her and I work together. Margaret doesn't deserve her. She was so hateful. I know she's a cerulean. I swear, if she shows her face on the cameras again, I will go straight for her primary spurt artery. It's a good reminder that Lynera is dangerous. You saw it faster. Success, your hands are now untied. Lynera's back is turned to you while she gets up from the floor, and you take a quick look at the notebook in your hands. It seems to be carefully annotated in an organized scrapbook/diary chronicling Lynera's friendship with Bronya. On the one hand, it's a bit creepy in the context of how you're still held hostage by the person who made this, but on the other end, it does pull at your heartstrings. But you keep a firm grip on those heartstrings because you've still got to get out of here. When Lynera turns back to face you, you leap from your chair brandishing the scrapbook in front of you like a shield. If she comes any closer with that knife, you can destroy this scrapbook in an instant with your acidic spit. That's right, your alien anatomy has destructive powers that can vaporize Lynera's precious Bronya memories in seconds. No, you can't. What are you doing? How dare you touch that book! For a terrifying second, you think she might lunge at you, but then Lynera steps to the side, giving you a straight shot to the cave exit. As you scuttle your way towards freedom, you remember your phone. Lynera took it from you when she knocked you out, and you don't see how you could possibly get another one. No way! I'm not giving you anything you might use to contact Bronya. I won't have you messaging her behind my back and trying to replace me as her best friend. It seems like nothing you said when you were tied up had any impact on her at all. Maybe forcing people at knife point to be your therapist doesn't result in quality therapy. You still feel bad for her, but it's time to bring the big guns. If Lynera doesn't return your phone, you will find another way to reach Bronya, and you'll tell her everything. Not only the lowdown on Lynera's stalking and kidnapping tendency, but also the truth about how Lynera thinks about her. Lynera hates at you. Her eyes fill with tears again as she hands over your phone. I can't believe how cold you are. I thought that maybe we were bonding. That maybe I could start to trust someone other than Bronya. But you didn't mean a single word of all those things you said. Lynera's face twists and contorts between rage and grief. When you make the phone/scrapbook trade, she drops the knife in her other hand and clutches the scrapbook to her chest like it's one of the wigglers in the J-Blood nursery. You don't feel guilty for doing what you do to escape unharmed, but you can't actually help but wish that you had been able to actually help her. It's clear to me now. Bronya is the only friend that I will ever have. Alright, you creepy weirdo. I mean... like, what can I even... Oh shoot, I forgot to save there, I think. Did I? I think I did. Okay, well I'm trying to get this bad ending first, and then I guess I'll have to skip through, whatever. Let me make sure. Yep, I forgot to save. Okay, whatever. Something clingy and annoying. Boop, boop, boop. Make wild claims about your friendship with Bronya to save yourself. You and Bronya go way back. If Lynera is unfamiliar with your history, it might be because your friendship with Bronya predates hers. And actually, part of why you texted her today was because your close friendship has recently been getting a little red, you could say. Bronya needed someone to step in and fill the hole in her blood pressure left by Elward, after all. Considering the changing nature of your relationship, Bronya has been even more protective than usual lately. Lynera doesn't seem impressed by your astute cultural knowledge, nor does she look intimidated. Glasses reflect opaque in the murky cavern light as she takes a step closer. Her claws, you've just noticed, are very sharp. Bronya is very protective of this sheep. Pity. You've got that much right. If you're telling the truth, and I don't know that you are, maybe she would want to protect you. If she knew that you were here. Oh, fuck. You fucked up. If Lynera intercepted Bronya's phone, then Bronya has no idea you reached out, and you can't be disposed of with none the wiser. Oh no. Look what you made me do. You have no idea someone in a skirt that long could move so fast. And you are very dead. I gotta go find the little thingy. Okay, let's do whatever, blah, blah, blah. Skippy time. This one. Stop. Okay. Attempt comfort. You remember what you did for Polypa when she was upset? Sitting in a chair with both hands tied behind you doesn't make for ideal shoosh-papping conditions, but maybe you can approximate the gesture? Lynera is huddled crying on the floor, and you think that... And you think you could maybe get close enough to lean your knee against her back or something. Hopefully that would be interpreted as in the same way as the classic palm-to-cheek move. You inch your chair closer to her, but you lose your balance and wobble and topple forward. Lynera's discarded knife is right there, sharp edge ready to plunge right into your incoming soft body. Then Lynera moves quickly and grabs your chair and saves her life. Oh shit, that was a close one. You really could have died. She stares at the knife with huge round eyes, nearly shaken up by your near-death experience just now. Considering how often you nearly die these days, you feel more blasé about it, but you're glad it's having an impact on her as it makes her rethink the whole kidnap and stab thing. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to actually die. I saw what you were doing with that chair when you fell. You were trying for the traditional seated frond-hitch shoosh path because I was upset. It was very kind of you to try and console me. I never really thought you were a sea dweller, you know. Maybe what I'm doing is wrong. Lynera sets her jaw with conviction and with one slash cuts you free of your bonds. And you get to your feet, stumbling a bit because your leg fell asleep. You can't believe you're getting out of this situation without any blood loss. You feel positively elated about this turn of events, but Lynera still looks sad. You're free to go. You must think the worst of me after all this. Well, you're not going to lie, this wasn't the best start to a friendship you've ever had, but horrifyingly enough, it also wasn't the worst. You feel for Lynera, and you want to show her how a real friend-making aficionado gets out there and makes, aficionado? I don't know. And meets people. You think making new friends could help her feel less clingy about Bronya. Oh, you would really do that for me? I'm not so sure about new friends. But you do seem to know what you're talking about. You don't know where to go with Lynera to teach her how to make new friends. She is probably a bit too uptight to enjoy the music clubs you've been to, and you don't think that troll studying and book hives would take kindly to a lot of loud, friendly conversation. You decide to go to the cafe that L-Word introduced you to. Thankfully, they're not having an excessive bodily force poetry night, since you're not sure that would be Lynera's scene. There are a few number of ceruleans here, but you also spot a few indigos and teals and a cluster of violet-looking olive bloods and yellows all setting together. The crowd is overall less pierced and undercutted than it was when you were here with L-Word, and the vibe is laid back, with all the trolls just sitting around quietly chatting. You order the drinks, already taking for granted your newly acquired skill in reading troll language. Lynera is fidgeting when you sit down with her. This may come as a shock to you, but I don't get out of the caverns very much. I don't have time. There's so much to learn about J-blood life and troll reproduction, and Bronya needs my help to maintain order. It's not very often that I have to, interact with trolls of other blood colors. You're not sure what's making her uncomfortable. The trolls around here that are lower on her than the trolls around here that are lower than her on the human spectrum, or those that are higher. You worked out by now that Jades are right in the middle, so maybe Lynera identifies with neither the haves nor I'm so stupid. But either the haves or the have-nots. From what you remember, neutrality is a big concept with Jades. You assure Lynera that it's natural to be a little nervous. Most people feel like they're stepping out of their comfort zone when they make a new friend. If there's one thing you've learned as Alternio's resident friend-making expert, it's that terror and embarrassment are a par for the course. But it's worth it in the end. I'm not nervous or embarrassed. It's just, I don't know. Everyone seems disorganized and suspicious and untrustworthy and unknown. You have to bite your lip to keep from laughing. It's not even funny, it's just that Lynera is hissing all her words and leaning in towards you and glaring at the rest of the room. The overall effect is weirdly endearing. Like someone put a 1950s school uniform on a feral cat. Before you can try again to reassure her, a new troll ambles up to your table. She looks friendly. That's a friendly amble. She's wearing glasses and carrying a book bag and has a teal symbol on her chest, so she might be a nerd like Lynera. This could be a new friend match. Hi guys. I think I've seen you around before. Do you also study at the Book Hive? You open your mouth to invite this new friend to sit down, but before you can respond, Lynera interjects. That's not any of your business, is it? Why do you even want to know? Obviously, anyone who goes to the Book Hive to study goes there for peace and quiet. So why would you think you can bother us just because you recognized us from there? Okay, jeez. My bad, never mind. You're never. And just like that, the golden opportunity for friendship has gone in a puff of smoke. What was Lynera thinking, being so rude? Doesn't she want to learn how to make friends? I changed my mind, okay? There is no way I could be friends with any of the people here. I don't know them. Not like I know you. You're surprised to hear that Lynera feels so positive about you when she was ready to stab you an hour ago. She takes your hand in both her hands, squeezing your fingers tight. I know we didn't get off to a great start, and that's my fault, but I can make it up to you. We're friends now, and we'll be friends forever. And I will call anyone who even thinks about trying to fuck with you. This is not quite the lesson you had hoped to teach her about making friends, but maybe with her fierce loyalty and possessive streak spread out between you and Branya, Lynera can be a little more low-key about being a friend to you both. The determined look in her eyes and the ominous glint of her glasses don't scream low-key, but change doesn't always happen overnight, and you believe in second chances. You believe that Lynera will be capable of healthy friendships someday. Thank you, smelly woman.
So, nice episode, huh? Fun times. I'm glad that I was able to do a proper episode after so long. I miss voice acting.
But, yes, thank you for listening, and come back soon. Next Friendsim, I just might have a very special surprise. I'm going to try to figure out how to live stream, and I might have a few special guests. Until next time, bye!